Hello. And who's ready to see two clubs fight? Yeah. We're fighting?
Yeah.
Can I punch you right now, or do I have to wait?
Just give me a second to brace. Anyways, Michael, if you will. Sorry for interrupting.
Well, so welcome to the TNR combined show with No Jokes. TNR, we got improv, we got stand-up. It's going to be a great show for you all tonight. And to give you a bit of context on the clubs, what we do, Joey is going to explain some of the overlap between Times New Roman and No Jokes.
Yeah, so Times New Roman, No Jokes, as you can see, No Jokes does improv, and Times New Roman, we do stand-up. It's a great time, comedy, fun time, silly times. And you might be wondering, guys, why are you teaming up with Marvel? Marvel's cool, you guys are lame. One, you're right, yeah. But two, we actually have a lot in common. So the people on the computer over there, please switch to the next slide. Here we have Iron Man. When I think of Iron Man, I think white guy. I think huge ego. I think loves the sound of his own voice. If that doesn't sound like he'd do stand-up comedy, I don't know what it sounds like. Next up, we have Spider-Man. What's Spider-Man? He's a small white boy with pretty hair. That describes at least 3 members of No Jokes. Tom, come out here. Tom looks like if you tried to make Tom Holland in The Sims and did an okay job. Thank you, Tom. And lastly, we have Wanda. Now, what does Wanda do? She has a lot of childhood trauma, and she lets that trauma drive her to do stupid and embarrassing things. That's both! You're literally exactly like Marvel. Thank you. I've been Joey.
And I am still Michael, believe it or not. Now, before we get going, we're going to do one very special stand-up comedy performance, then we're going to get into some improv games with no jokes, and then we are going to do the rest of these stand-up comedians. So, our very first comedian we have up, our former president called her a Muppet, it is Mia!
Is this working? No. Oh, come on.
Switch on the bottom.
What? Oh, can we swap? Oh, wait, I know this. I hosted last time. All right, there we go. How are y'all doing tonight? Yeah. Pretty good. Well, I'm pretty good. Went on a romantic getaway this weekend with my ex. I know. We were in New York City, 26 floors up, got a bottle of wine, and as all good nights of mine goes, we slept in separate beds. We actually did it to celebrate my breakup anniversary, which is crazy, because the only time a man is willing to celebrate a holiday with me is when we're no longer together. It's like, wow, 3 years without you already? I can't imagine my life any other way. I feel like getting a boyfriend is very similar to my co-op search. Yeah, I know, right? I'm really good at these interviews, but then they tell me they can only hire me part-time. And like, usually it's after I tell them I can't work nights. And like, I think they've been signing NDAs because they keep telling me they can't give me 100%. But no, I'm gonna start doing counteroffers though, like, oh, my last company hired me for 3 months. Meals were subsidized. But like the commute wasn't paid for. I could fill a bus with the men that I've dated and not one of them could drive it. It's crazy. I did have a guy interview me one time. To set the scene, he took me to the Curry Student Center koi pond. Romantic, I know. He started the interview by asking me what my biggest fear was. And this is something I don't understand about men. Like, we've been through, like, famine and war. And, like, this guy is 6'2" and scared of moths. My biggest fear is he was going to take me out again, to be honest. Because then this guy started asking me, he started telling me how heterodox he was. Okay, I'm going to interview you. Who here has a GPA over 3.5? Okay, pretty good. Okay, let's see. Keep them up, keep them up. Hi, how are you?
Pretty alright.
Can you drive?
No.
Oh, damn. I was gonna ask you. It's alright. Just like all the guys I've dated. Could you tell me what heterodox means? Yeah, I couldn't either. I felt like fucking Scooby-Doo trying to figure this shit out. Like, why is he talking in riddles? Like, I thought this guy was gonna come in and be like, a cowboy rides into town on Friday. I did notice he was wearing Doc Martens. Was this like his way of like telling me that he was straight? Like, no, it's not what it looks like. These are my hetero dogs. Like, calm down, Edgar Allan Poe. My heart and my standards are in the floor. This is something I don't get. Like, I don't understand why people's standards are so high. Like, I went to this party one time, and this girl was like, oh my gosh, he went on the worst date ever. He ordered a cheese pizza. I got cheated on by a guy with a perm. I had a guy make me pay to go rock climbing, which, like, maybe I shouldn't have went in the first place. But, like, the problem isn't that he made me pay, it's that he had a membership. So he didn't have to. Clearly, all he wanted to do was grab jugs. I had a guy whose mom tell me that I could do better. It's because I carried all of our stuff. She was blind. How did she know something I didn't? What was she seeing? And something else that really bothers me is when people romanticize death. It's like, oh, when I die, I want to turn into a tree. Scatter my ashes into the ocean. When I die, I want to be taxidermied. That would be awesome. When I die, I want to be outside of a car dealership. I want to be a crossing guard. I want to be perpetually on a roller coaster. Maybe I'll meet the love of my life in the single rider lane. You never know. Thanks.
We're actually going to be making up everything that you're seeing on the spot based off suggestions from you. Yeah.
So everything that you see here tonight has never been seen before and will never been seen again. So show of hands, who's been to an improv show before?
Woo! That's what we like to see. Yeah, and so you guys are familiar with the idea of prompting, but for those of you who aren't, we're going to come to the audience periodically and ask you for suggestions that are going to help inform our scenes.
So for example, we might come to everyone in the audience and say, on the count of 3, what's your name? 1, 2, 3.
I feel like you guys could do that louder. Again, 1, 2, 3. That's better. All right, cool. Or we might go just to one section. We might go like, hey, you guys in the back there, when I count to 3, can you tell me what you had for breakfast this morning? 1, 2, 3.
Nothing.
Oh, nobody ate anything for breakfast.
Or we might come to one person and say, you right here, what is your deepest, darkest fear?
This.
That's
true. That's all that. Yeah, so that's how we work for prompting. And now is our very important time to say, bye, Tyler. Everybody say, bye, Tyler. Tyler is going to go off stage, and he's going to be hiding away because... Okay, good, thank God. All right, he's going to be hiding away because we are going to find Tyler true love on stage tonight with a live dating show for you all. It's very important. So there are actually going to just be 3 lucky contestants that are going to be up on stage behind me. Everyone else is going to file off right back there. Excellent. Oh, look at these 3 gorgeous contestants. Yeah! So Tyler needs to find love, and we're going to give him as many options to do that as possible by having a celebrity, an object, and an occupation that he gets to figure out who is what on this stage. So, you guys are going to help me pick the celebrity, object, and occupation. Tyler's going to come in, and he has no idea. So, celebrity. This is going to be our lovely celebrity here, so I need some suggestions from you guys in the audience. When I count to 3, can people shout out some celebrities they've seen on their social medias, For You pages, on the news recently? Think about it, everybody. All right, I feel like I might know what's gonna come. 1, 2, 3! I heard Kate Middleton. Kate Middleton, all right. Cool. And now here we have our lovely object. So because obviously we have such a nice object that Tyler's going to try to guess, I need a suggestion from you. So let's do this half the audience. When I count to 3, can you tell me what's something you bought at the grocery store most recently when you went? Ready? 1, 2, 3. I heard hummus. No? All right, let's do another one. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, again.
Purple Doritos.
Doritos. I heard Doritos. Okay. All right, so we've got Doritos in the center. And over here, we have an occupation. I'm going to go, this back line. If you're sitting against that back wall back there, you thought I couldn't see you, but I see you. When I count to 3, can you tell me something that your grandparents did for a job? 1, 2, 3. Pharmacist. A pharmacist. I like pharmacist. Let's do pharmacist. Okay, so to review, we have...
Kate Middleton.
Doritos. Pharmacist.
Excellent. Now here's one more thing you all have to do besides the prompting, which you were very good at, so I feel like you're going to do great this part too. When Tyler comes in, we're going to help him figure out what's going on by giving him little hints. So if he starts to get close at getting one of these correct, we're going to all snap. Go ahead, show me how you can snap. Oh, you guys are so good at that. Wow. Okay. And then if you get it right, obviously it's going to be a big round of applause. So yes, Tyler. Here's the best part. If Tyler is just so stupid and wrong, we get to go, yes. Oh yeah, that's exactly it. All right, so we're gonna call Tyler back in here and help him find his true love. On the count of 3, say, come back, Tyler. 1, 2, 3.
Come back,
Hello. Welcome to our dating show. We are so happy to have such a sexy, young, beautiful bachelor here today. We've got 3 very special guests for you. We've got a celebrity, an object, and all the way down at the end there, an occupation. But go ahead and ask any questions you'd like of them.
All right, so first, I'd just love to hear from all 3 contestants. Where would you love to take me on a first date?
I would take you somewhere really nice. Maybe like Charlotte, North Carolina, if I had to come up with a place off the top of my head.
Okay. Would you perchance have like a plane to fly us there, or are we just like
Oh, yes.
long road trip?
Oh, of course. We would have a plane, to fly to the other side of the pond.
Okay. Contestant number 2.
Probably just some like basement, maybe some Call of Duty.
Oh, and contestant number 3.
You know, me and my friends really love to go to Cancun. Like, it's a little pricey, but you know, it's not really a big deal for me.
All right. Okay. And so question for contestant number 1. What would you say your biggest talents are?
I'm really good at just being really low maintenance. I can just disappear for months at a time. You don't have to worry about me at all.
Oh my, is it Kate Middleton? Your Highness, I'm so honored to see you. Contestant number 2, what was your favorite hobby in high school?
God, honestly, not much. Strictly most with Call of Duty. Did it with one of my good buddies. You know him?
I do, maybe. Contestant number 3, what do you do to relax?
Oh, you know, I've got a lot of options if I want to relax. Question stresses me out a little bit, actually. You know, I do what normal people do. I listen to singing bowls and, you know, I get a massage and nothing else.
Okay, contestant number 2, what's your favorite object in your home?
God, my home. Well, I live on a ranch. It's pretty cool there. Probably my Xbox, really.
And can you remember? You're an object?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. Contestant number 3, where would you take me on a second date?
Well, I think for a second date, we'd have to look at some of your symptoms. If we're getting a lot of connection, then maybe I'd recommend sort of 100 milligrams of the Olive Garden, keep it low key. Maybe 200 milligrams taken twice a day of just a call.
Are you a naturopath?
I like to think I'm a little bit more of a scientist. Not such a fraud. Okay.
All right. Contestant number 2, what is your sexiest quality?
Gotta be my shape. I got a nice back, if you will. Good triangle shape. You know what I'm talking about?
Are you a Dorito?
That's right.
All right. And contestant number 3, who's not a naturopath. What would you say your sexiest quality is?
Well, I think my sexiest quality is how you know how intimidating I am to talk to. You know how a lot of people like this when they get anything wrong. I look at them like really weird, like if they've mispronounced something. Especially really hard to pronounce words, which happens to me a lot. People go up and can I get the prednisone? And I look at them and I'm like, what? You want what?
Are you a pharmacist?
Well, we've had a lovely couple of dates here with our beautiful contestants. And so, who would you like to give your final rose? Because I've seen that dating show. That's how that works.
Well,
2? Yeah.
I mean, I've heard, rumor has it that her husband has other engagements going on. So I think, to be fair, I'll have to take out Kate Middleton.
Very good.
You're doing a 6-pack.
Yep, sure am. So next I need 6 improvisers. All 6 of you get up here, please. This is a little game we like to call 6-pack. So there are going to be 3 groups of 2 improvisers forming behind me, each one with their own prompt. They're going to be doing their own scene. And so for our first pair of improvisers, from this sort of third of the audience, it's split in half, it's hard. I'm going to need the title of the last book that you read or are reading. Not a lot of readers. I heard firm. Your prompt is firm. So, for our middle pair of improvisers from the middle third of the audience, I am going to need. Let's see, what's a location that? Where's the last place you cried? Okay. All right. I did hear bathroom, so it's bathroom. And for our third pair of improvisers, from this side of the audience, I'm going to need a relationship, sort of like doctor-patient. Doesn't have to be professional.
Married!
Lifelong rival. I heard puppet. Your third prompt is puppet. So, to review.
Firm. Bathroom.
Puppet!
Please begin.
I'll never get into the big marionette school now. Oh, Puppet. I just wish you were alive and could talk to me. I have no friends. Papa? What?
Your desire for academic success willed me into life.
Whoa, did you just call me Papa? I'm a little young to be Dad. I don't know if I want a kid right now.
Elder cousin?
I don't know. I feel like I didn't have a dad. I don't know if I can do that. So I feel like maybe we should just.
Have you had a friend?
No. Maybe you should just go back to not talking anymore. We don't have to talk about how loser I am. We don't have to talk about how loser I am. The soul's taken.
This is the only bathroom at the school, so if you're just gonna use it as like a crying stall, like
You're gonna make fun of me. You might as well come in. Hey.
I feel like shit.
Things have been really bad in the teacher's lounge, and they're not.
Someone stole the lunch again.
Worse. My Keurig pods. Cappuccino.
Oh, guy who did that must really hate you.
Is that a whiff of cappuccino?
I like to call it, espresso.
I like to call it espresso, the way my law firm represents clients.
Yes, sir. Espresso, the way the law firm represents clients.
Yeah, that's right. We do it fast. We do it quick. And we get it done.
We do it fast, we do it quick, and we get it done, and then you're into marionette school, and I can live my dreams.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about for sure.
What did you think I was talking about?
That. Yeah. I guess I feel like maybe you should tell me what skills you have, so then when I pretend that I'm actually puppeting you, it'll look really realistic.
I'm really good at the slide whistle.
What's that?
Here, I have one in my back pocket. It's made of wood, so it's a little sketch. Whee!
Yeah, it's a little chuggy. No one does that anymore. Anything else? Anything else you've got that's like a little bit more marketable, maybe?
I can make pasta.
Okay.
I don't really have a lot of. I just kind of. When you're wood, you just kind of observe. You don't really do a lot.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
I've been told I'm a really good listener.
I've been told that I'm a really good listener.
Yeah, you're writing down everything I'm saying.
Writing down everything I'm saying. Is that in like a bad way or?
Which is weird because I'm doing the case against you. And you already know what happened. Look, we're here today, you know, you accused me of peeing my pants in 3rd grade. And
Versus Cappuccino, you accuse me of peeing my pants in 3rd grade, and then you become the principal over me? Like, what's going on?
Look, you've missed all your classes today. I feel like we just leave things to the best.
All right. Okay, could I make Keurig pots back? Or?
Oh, those are kind of gone now.
You always give them to your favorite teachers. You have your star teachers, and you have us. And I'm sick of it, honestly. I'm sick of it, Mr. Ferb.
Okay, Miss Phineas, like...
It's like we're a cartoon. It's like this is some big joke.
It's like it's some big joke to you if I go to marionette school or not. Don't you understand?
Oh, it's a big joke to you if you get to choose your life. I'm born into this world as a puppet, and there's no way for me to become a podiatrist like I've always wanted.
You're in defeat like that?
I'm not. Like in a medical sense, yes. Don't make it weird.
You've been sitting in my room for like 14 years while I grew up, and I've been barefoot so many times.
You're accusing me of being into weird things. You're puppeting me around! That's weird!
you're accusing me of being into weird things and you're puppeting me around. That water stain on my pants, it was a water stain. And you told the whole 3rd grade class that it was
Peed himself and doesn't know how to stand up for himself. Got it. Okay, interesting. This is gonna be very easy. You and me. I'm gonna take your whole reputation down. Okay?
I'm gonna take your whole reputation down, Mr. Ferb.
I'm gonna take your whole reputation down. No, Mr. Nice Guy from me.
I'm gonna take no Mr. Nice Guy from me anymore, Mrs. Phineas.
They're not gonna believe you when I just told them that you peed your pants again.
They're gonna believe you when I tell you beat your pants again.
No. No. That's water.
Beat your pants again.
I smelled water.
Oh, you spilled water. What if I? No, I'm not gonna spell it. What if it wasn't water? And I took a picture and I told everybody you peed yourself.
You wouldn't dare do that.
I wouldn't dare do that.
You wouldn't dare do that!
I would besmirch your name all over the internet because you are really in defeat and it's really creepy. Because you're really in defeat and it's really creepy.
That was a coincidence! Everything you took was a
Hi everybody, my name is Tyler, and this game is called Speak for Me. Kiana is going to explain the next part.
So, the way that this game works is that we are all each other's voices, and we speak as each other. I think that's it, and I don't think I'm missing anything, but Tom will confirm.
Yeah, I can confirm. We missed nothing. Kiana said it all.
So now we need a prompt from the audience. From, let's see, only people who are standing. I need a location. Where's somewhere you would love to go on vacation?
The Philippines.
Where's another place you would love to go on vacation? Where's a third place?
Transylvania.
I heard Legoland. Now, let's see a scene in Legoland.
So,
What you building, son?
Well, I'm just following my inspiration and using whatever pieces I see around, but it's looking like it's a portrait of you, Mother.
I'll take that, my darling son, but I have to say, inspiration over an instruction manual? I'll consider it for now.
Mom, why don't you like my creation? I made it for you, and I got the hair right and everything. Even though I gave you maybe a bigger nose than you should have, I did it out of love, and instruction manuals are for squares.
What? The instruction manuals for squares in my house? How could you? How could you?
Honey? Sorry, I just felt the need to kneel down and look at the Legos really close there. They're beautiful, and our son is wonderful, and I love him very much, and he's my favorite. And moving on from that, what's going on in here?
Well, our son, who yes, I'm also proud of, is building without an instruction manual.
Yeah, it's because the instruction manual is too stifling. And so are you, Mom. Not you, Dad. You support me.
Oh, son, I love you so much. And Martha, we need to have a brief sidebar about encouraging innovation in our young children.
Why, I would never. Okay, I should maybe reconsider how I've been as a mother.
Martha, I appreciate that, but a key part of a sidebar is that we stand to the side and talk out of earshot. And let little Charlie play with his Legos.
Oh yes, to the side we go. Huh, yes.
Honey, what did we talk about?
We're going to foster a nice and inspirational, welcoming environment for our son.
And what if he makes an ugly portrait of you?
How dare he! Yes, no. Oh, he's stupid. Look at my nose. It's so big. How could he? It's so hard not to say anything.
Honey, what did he talk about taking 7 deep breaths and then finding the beauty within ourselves?
Yes, honey, I'm sorry.
Mom, Dad, are you okay over there?
Yes, I'm just taking my 7 deep breaths.
Mom, I made you something new. It's a new portrait.
Honey, doesn't that look so nice?
Yeah. I like it. Good.
This time I made your nose not at all.
Okay, what's going on? This next game is called See No Evil, Hear No Evil, Speak No Evil. So I'm going to need 3 improvisers behind me, and this is where it gets crazy. One of them can't see, one of them can't speak, and the other one cannot hear. This guy can't hear. You can't speak, and she can't see. To get this started off, maybe from this back section over here, what is a relationship like doctor-patient? Pet? That was 1. I need 2.
Crocodile and a zookeeper.
Taxi driver and passenger? I like that. Taxi driver, passenger is your prompt. All right, take it away!
Yeah, just come right in. How many passengers are we looking at back there? The window is mirror so foggy. Awesome. All right. So where you at?
Hi.
Oh. Yo, what's up?
Are we?
You sound so.
Oh, we're
close.
cooking out here.
Yeah, you just right outside the window. This is one of these pull-up, drive-up.
I love making dinner.
This guy is such a good cook. We got the window rolled down. Can I get
You
a
can
hot
have
dog?
some too.
Sir, one hot dog.
Thank you.
One hot dog, sir. Hot dog.
Oh, we're out of bread? Okay, I'll get some.
Hot dog. And you in the back. You
Here.
right through the windshield. That broke this morning. So. Oh, one for you, sir. Pretty good, huh? Yeah, he does it good. He does it good. He knows what he's doing. Oh yeah. So you headed to South Street?
We need to keep feeding him. We need to keep feeding him. You need to eat. You're a growing boy. You need to eat.
I have no doors on my taxi cab. This is weird. It's just a frame.
Faster.
All right, I'll gun it. All right. Whoa.
Not enough.
I can go faster. This shit hits 60 per second. I don't know.
Can you help us over here?
I'm going as fast as I can. Sir. Do I still have a passenger? Did you live?
You can eat and drive at the same time.
Another passenger. Okay, all right. You're choking. Oh, you're choking. Hang on. CPR certified, no worries.
We got it. No, eat it. Get in the back of the car.
Back, and you too, please. You're in front of the car this whole time. This is crazy. I got two passengers back there. Yeah. No. All right.
No brakes.
Brakes are out, dude. Brakes are out. He cut them. Why did he do that? This hot dog guy's evil. We're not stopping. We're literally not stopping. We're now at North Street. We're supposed to be at South Street. Now we're at North Street.
Okay.
We're too far.
Keep driving.
I can't. There's no choice here. There's no choice. I have to. We're still going. We're gliding slowly now, thankfully. We're
Sir,
gliding slowly.
it's extra if you spill the food in the Uber.
Sir, would this be your stop? You're gonna have to drop and roll. This does not stop.
Get back up here. Get back in the front.
All right. So, okay. That's fine. England, I guess, or okay.
Okay.
We're still.
I'm gonna get out of the car.
You should, but just be very careful. It cannot stop, and that's thanks to you. So. Now that he's gone.
All right. Now that we've seen a few individual scenes, we are going to see something called a jazz, which is a little series of scenes. Sometimes they're related, sometimes they're not. And we're going to need even more help from you to prompt that. So can I have a show of hands from the audience who has something coming up in the next couple weeks, months or so that they're excited for? Something of note, an event in your life. Yes, you in the back there. You're going to Japan? What are you doing in Japan? Is sushi? Is this for a school trip or for a fun trip? Awesome. How long have you known these friends? Have you traveled with them before? No. Do you have any reservations about that?
Absolutely not.
Good for you. That's a good attitude. Okay, I saw more hands in the back. Yes. What do you have coming up? Oh my gosh. Woo! Is that? There's a lot of travel. What are you doing there?
I'm competing at Junior Worlds.
Junior Worlds for what?
Snowboard cross.
What? Whoa! First of all, that's so cool. Second of all, what is snowboard cross?
You know what motocross is? Dirt bikes?
Kind of.
I do that on snow, like an obstacle course down the hill.
Have you ever gotten injured? This sounds very.
Yeah, last time I was at Junior Worlds, I dislocated
Oh.
both my shoulders.
Oh my! I dislocate my shoulders all the time. Sorry. So you've been to Junior. How many times have you been to Junior Worlds?
This will be my second time.
That's awesome. Congrats to you for Junior Worlds. Who else is excited for? Yes.
On Tuesday, I'm gonna get El Jefe
What are you gonna eat out of eggs?
Oh, I'm gonna get the chimichangas. There's a fundraiser.
No, what's the fundraiser for?
My sorority.
Okay. Does it count if you're in the sorority and you go to a fundraiser?
I'll just lie.
Yeah, good for you. Good. What's your lie gonna be? If someone asks you, what are you there for?
I was just hungry.
You're just hungry. Okay. That's anyway. One more person. Yes.
I'm watching my best friend Alec Pharma graduate in a couple months.
You're watching your friend graduate. Are you excited because it's a big achievement, or excited because you want him gone from
I'm so
Northeastern?
excited for him to leave.
What's the most annoying thing that he does?
He takes an hour every single morning making oatmeal.
Does this like inconvenience you directly, or does it just irk you?
Directly.
Okay. Any other annoyances?
Oh, he wears these glasses. And he always goes, when he looks
Okay, great. So, to review what we heard that we're excited for, we have a trip to Japan with high school friends. We have snowboard cross junior worlds for the second time. We have El Jefes, and we have a friend who goes like, and pushes his glasses up. And now, inspired by those 4 things, we're gonna see some scenes.
Dude, I can't believe you're graduating soon. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So when do you get the fuck out?
Why the?
Like,
Oh, man.
yeah, so hard. So like Four Eyes. When are you gonna like leave me alone?
You know what? You look like a Dorito. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now you really look like a Dorito.
Yeah, I'm built really well, dude. And you can see I'm buff as hell. What are you gonna do about it?
All right.
Don't laugh at that.
Johnny, you take an hour to make oatmeal every morning. You know how that makes me feel?
How?
Here's how it makes me feel. You're never gonna achieve your dream of being on Iron Chef. It's not gonna work.
How's that oatmeal tasting?
Delicious. Another roommate fight happening?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's saying I'm not gonna make it onto Top Chef.
No. This is the best oatmeal I've had since the last oatmeal you made.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yo, can you bring that oatmeal over here right now? Just bring it over really quick. Wait. Awful. It looks awful.
You didn't even eat it.
Wow.
That's not the point of food. Oh, you really have to throw up. You really have to throw up just by the sight of oatmeal. All oatmeal looks disgusting. That's the point.
Like, can we make it more personal, like the arguments like about each other and not the oatmeal?
I don't like your face.
I don't like your perm.
Guys, I'm so excited we have to do this again. I haven't seen you since high school.
Yeah, I know, it's been like 6 years, and this 2-month-long backpacking trip is gonna be awesome.
I can see nothing going wrong. Like, we're the exact same people we were as best friends in high school.
Yeah, exactly.
right?
I know, and I feel like I already know you guys like so well.
Wait,
like,
sorry.
what even
We
more
were
is there
talking.
to?
Yeah, no, sorry, we just need to, it's been a while, we need to catch
We
up.
just need to catch up.
No, yeah, I totally agree.
We are so excited you're
We are so
coming
excited for
now.
you. Also,
I'm so happy.
you have the camp stove, yeah? And the
Yeah,
first aid kit?
I've got a camp stove. I got the first aid kit. I'm carrying all 3 tents. I've got the jugs of water. I've got the spare tire in case we find a car and
Thank you
need to
so
use
much.
it.
Isn't my can so cute?
That is so cute. You remember that I like developed an allergy to like tap water during college, right? Right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I totally remember that.
Yeah.
and
So it's all like filtered bottled water.
It's really important.
It's all filtered bottled water. It's all.
It's like an allergy. I could die.
If she has a reaction, her left ear will slightly swell up, and that asymmetry is very hard.
No. I knew that because I like know you guys so well because we're like such good buds, and I just realized I packed the water in the other bag.
Oh, okay. Well,
Let's see what happens when she has to drink drink tap water.
no, guys, please. There's got to be other water somewhere here. Please, I can't do it. No, guys, I can't be ugly. What if we run into somebody in the desert and that's my soulmate?
Very serious concerns.
Hey, are you drinking tap water?
Me?
Ugly.
Jessica, this is what happened when you don't read the dossier.
And tell you that I love. Your left ear's. I'm sorry. Ugly.
I made the dossier, Sandra.
Jessica, I just feel like you don't care about us anymore. Like you went to Harvard and now you just don't care about us.
Well, you know, sometimes I feel like you guys don't care about me.
What do you mean? We have you in 3 out of 7 group chats from the high school friend group.
Yeah, and
Sorry, we have you in 3 out of 3 group chats of the high school friend group.
No, you guys are totally right. I'm being like really stupid and toxic right now. I'm really sorry. Can I make this up to you? I'll eat something allergic that I'm allergic to. I just feel so stupid, and I'll carry your day pack too.
Jessica, it's okay. You don't have to do. Yeah, you don't have to do that. But it would be. My backpack is really heavy. Can you take it?
Yes, girl. Yes.
You could also. We're here for the Delta Kappa Kappa Kappa. Have I said that?
Yeah, this is the Delta Kappa 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 alphabet.
I'm actually not here for that. I'm just hungry. I'm not part of the sorority, so I can do the deal.
This fundraiser sucks. Everyone just.
Yeah, people keep just coming up and saying that they're Delta Kappa 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 Kappa.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're not actually like.
Okay, if I'm not in the sorority, I get 10 chimichangas. So
Why did we put that on the flyer? I don't understand.
I just love Canva. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and it looks great. It looks great.
the
but
poster
now
was
we have
so
to give
good.
them-
So good. But I didn't see it though. I'm not part of this. I'm just hungry.
So 20 chimichangas for the both of you.
Yeah, I'm really hungry.
Okay.
I think we're losing money at this point.
Yeah, I don't think. I know that fundraising went up. Like, dues went up, but this is not enough to cover it.
Why have we been paying dues if we're doing a fundraiser?
Wait, that's like a really good point. What if we didn't give them any chimichangas at all?
Whoa! Hold on. Wait.
I already have them, and they're mine. So you can't have them back.
Really sick.
I'm really.
She gave it to me too now. Just now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't bother pledging or rushing or anything.
I wasn't gonna. I'm just hungry. I have nothing to do with Skeleton Kappa Schema.
That was my only insult.
Wait, but if you're fundraising, you need
No
more
way.
people. Right?
Chefs, I've brought you here today because you are the top of the top, and we are very excited to have you
Yes, chef.
on this.
Chef.
We've had so many auditions from around the globe, and we've picked you for your specialty dishes. Going down the line, we have steak tartare made exquisitely with really, really delicious Wagyu beef. It was stunning. We're very proud to have you, chef.
Thank you, chef.
Yes. And then we also have over here, we have this very complicated creme brulee. It took you 12 hours to bake at a very low heat over an
chef.
open fire.
Yes, chef.
Amazing. We were blown away by that submission.
Thank you, chef.
And you made crock pot oatmeal.
Yes, chef. It had raisins too, chef.
And we
Quaker Oats brand, chef.
And I must say, it looked like shit.
But chef,
But chef,
that's the point.
Chef, I put it in my mouth and I was transported to another plane. Thank you for your submission, chef.
Yes, chef.
All right. Now we've seen what you can do on your own familiar grounds. We're going to start giving you things you've never seen before and see what you do with that. For this first course, we're giving you live octopus. You have 12 minutes. Go!
Where's the crock pot?
Yeah, good luck. I killed that cow myself, and you get all the praise because you make oatmeal.
My dad was a Quaker Oat, asshole.
I didn't know that.
Does anybody have raisins at their station?
Yeah, you know what I do. What can you give me for them?
Some really good oatmeal. Just give me like 1 hour.
I say we do it. Really? You think that this schmuck's oatmeal is better than anything that we've made?
Well, they just said that, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess head chef did say that, but like, I spent hours on that wagyu, marinating it. You were slaving over that open fire.
Camera crew, let's get a close up here. Talk us through what you're doing, chef. I'm really intrigued to see your octopus is still alive.
Yeah. So basically, I was in my meal. I want to channel pain. I want to channel sort of all the trauma that I have as a chef, and I wanted to sort of get this octopus going and God, I can't stop thinking about that oatmeal.
That was just cut that last part. Don't air that. Thank you, Chef. Chef, we can see that you're filleting in a really interesting technique that's really very regionally epidemic to just a small island in the Pacific Ocean. Did you train there?
I did, yes. I spent my former years there. I'm sorry, just whiffs of something. I'm so distracted right now. Can I please smell that, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Just cut that last part from that, too. We're not going to air that.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Chef, I see you've thrown the entire octopus in a crock pot, pushed it to the side, unplugged that crock pot. The octopus is about to escape. This crock pot has oatmeal.
Yes, Chef.
Tell me about it.
Well, it's Quaker Oats brand. It's got some raisins in there. Takes about an hour to make. I know you said 12 minutes, but I thought ahead and I started making it 48 minutes ago.
Thank you, Chef. We're really excited to see how this thing goes.
We're done for.
Dude, I had the craziest day. I thought I was done for when I was on that cooking show, but the dude just put me in a crock pot, and I just squiggled out of there. Yeah.
Wait, he put me in a crock pot?
Yeah, he didn't plug it in.
Like the thing they make oatmeal in?
Yeah. And I just slithered my little way back in the ocean, and here we are. Like that was. I thought when you're caught, like they say, when the big net comes and pulls you up, you go to a happier place. It's just really hard to breathe up there, and it's really bright, and they put you in a freaking crock pot.
I'm crazy day too. I went to a fundraiser and they gave me free food.
What?
Yeah, I just slithered up to this counter. I just sent a bunch of letters and they gave me food.
Oh my God! Sometimes on the surface they eat you, and sometimes on the surface you eat them.
What's up, guys? We're almost at the end of our show, and we end every show with the same game, Sex With Me. Siraj isn't here to host Sex With Me today, so I guess I'm the second choice. Can I get the last thing you ordered online? Jorts! I heard jorts. Sex With Me is like jorts.
Sex with me is like George. It's only a summertime thing.
Sex with me is like jorts. What can I say? I like them cut.
Sex with me is like jorts. It's shorter than it should be.
Sex with me is like Jorts. After a long time of everybody hating it, everybody starts liking it.
Sex with me is like jorts. There is a longer version, but you will not find it here.
Sex with me is like George. It's either on really cool people or parents.
Sex with me is like George. It's better when you can view my butt the whole time.
New prompt. So, for our next prompt, I'm going to need, let's see, summer is approaching, or no, spring is approaching. What's your favorite springtime activity? Oh yeah, picnic. Sex with me is like a picnic.
Sex with me is like a picnic outdoors.
Sex with me is like a picnic, I always bag it up.
Sex with me is like a picnic. Don't worry, I'll lay down a nice blanket first, and then we can get all comfy on the ground.
Sex with me is like a picnic. We always say we're gonna split it evenly, but there's always someone not doing as much work.
Sex with me is like a picnic. She'd pick on my neck.
Sex with me is like a picnic, I'm going to propose afterwards.
Sex with me is like a picnic. We say we're there to have a good time, but we're really just there to take a lot of pictures.
Sex with me is like a picnic. I get a bunch of crackers and we feast on salami together.
Wait!
I'm the bad guy.
Should I still go? Wait, sex with me is like a picnic. Nice spread.
All right, and one more prompt. What is something that you've taken a class on at Northeastern University?
Improv.
Sex with me is like improv.
Sex with me is like improv. I'm new to it.
Sex with me is like improv, sad sometimes.
Sex with me is like improv. I'm gonna need a couple people to come up behind me.
Sex with me is like improv, has never been seen before and will never be seen again.
Sex with me is like improv. I try a bunch of stuff and it usually does not work. Sex with me is like improv. Yes and yes, but.
Sex with me is like improv. Instead of just me by myself, I like it when my 6 other friends are up here too.
Sex with me is like improv. It's important to listen to your partner.
Sex with me is like improv. There's a bunch of people in a back corner watching silently.
Sex with me is like improv. I think I can make a career out of it, but I can't.
Sex with me is like improv. We do it in a Starbucks.
Sex with me is like improv. They're telling me it's getting too big and too loud for after hours.
Sex with me is like improv. Afterwards, I feel like I'm doing stand-up.
Sex with me is like improv. Anyone can do it on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Otherwise, you have to audition. That's so
Alrighty, guys, give it up again for No Jokes.
Am I supposed to be on right now?
It's up to you, dealer's choice. You can come on. And give it up for Joey. Joey's decided to go very Black Widow and go from No Jokes. He's betraying them. He's joining TNR.
I swing both ways, and more than one.
He does. Anyway, we have a very exciting comedian up for you guys next. I'm very excited. I would tell you more about him, but unfortunately, I have completely forgot everything I was supposed to say. On that note, it is Sean!
Hello. Hi, Sean. I'm going to be a little vulnerable tonight, if that's okay. I want to talk about a condition that I have. It's called infantile amnesia, and it's a really aggressive form of amnesia that attacks the minds of babies and toddlers. And so what this means for me is that I don't remember like anything about my life from conception to about age 5. So like, I don't remember my birth, and for that matter, I don't remember what life was like in the womb. My mom told me that like I used to kick her, which I think caused a little bit of resentment because I was like, I tried to explain to her, I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry, I don't know why I kicked you, I don't remember like what motivated me to do that. And so it was helpful once we got the diagnosis because we realized that it was just the amnesia that was attacking the part of my brain that is in charge of motor skills. And so I was just having muscle spasms, and that's what was making me kick her. And our relationship has been able to repair over time, thankfully. It also means that I don't really remember what it was like learning to walk. And, you know, it's hard because, like, sometimes I talk about it with my friends, or, like, I was on a first date once, and they asked me, like, Sean, what was it like when you learned to walk? And I just had to, like, look at them, and I had to pause because I didn't want to just say, like, oh, I'm sorry, like, I have infantile amnesia. I don't remember that part of my life. I wish I did, though. Because like I didn't want to like make them feel guilty or like kind of pity them into like dating me, because that's not cool. So I just had to like put on a smile and just be like, yeah, you know, like it was hard at first, but like after 3 tries I got the hang of it. Because that's just so like obviously like bullcrap. I'm like they're totally like seeing right through it. So I don't know. In that moment, I had to just like remember that it was like a blessing that I was able to learn to walk at all, because like it just shows that I was able to overcome the part of amnesia that was attacking my motor skills. I think like the weirdest part about having infantile amnesia though is because I don't remember like meeting my relatives at all. My parents have this big photo album of like me when I came home from the hospital, and like all of my aunts and uncles are holding me and my grandparents. And they're all looking at the camera and smiling, but I'm just in their arms, staring into space, looking like an idiot, like I don't even know who I'm with. And it's like, I feel bad because it's like, I wish I could have been like, hi, I'm Sean. Like, it's I can't wait to get to know you. But, I mean, and it's weird too because, like, when I look at those photos, I don't even recognize myself. It's like, there was never a point where I was like a baby and I was looking in the mirror and I was like, yes, you're right. Like, you could put a photo of me as a newborn among a photo of like 100 other newborns, and I couldn't tell you which one I was. And that, like, sometimes is just really, like, scary. I don't really know how to feel about it. So that's why I wanted to come here tonight and just talk and share my story, because if there's anyone else in the audience who has infantile amnesia, know that I see you, I support you, you're fighting the good fight, and keep on being brave. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Sean. You see, when I said I forgot the stuff, it was a joke. It was like Italian. Get it? Because, like, yeah, you get it. Anyway, our next performer will, I think, really drive you mad. It is Holly.
I've recently started driving in Boston, which sounds worse than it actually is. The roads here, I think, are severely misunderstood. Because, you know, it's not their fault that they were built for horses. We've really done a lot since back in the day, in our horse girl era. Done some crazy shit. For example, the duck boat. I don't know, if I was a Boston Road, I would be pretty pissed if I saw a duck boat on the street for the first time. I'd be like, okay, boat on the street, cool, wise guy. But we're not gonna do anything with horses. We're gonna use ducks as the marketing scheme. I would be a little betrayed. No wonder we've been cursed with infinitely bad traffic. Despite that, I love the roads, even if she doesn't love me back. It's honestly pretty fun driving, and I really like driving. I think that the Midwest really missed out on my potential to blow gas. You know, if there was a Walmart parking lot in the proximity to me, and a big hoisted truck happened to be there, I know realistically I wouldn't be there, but in my heart of hearts, I still wouldn't be there. I mean, a hoisted truck, that's symptom number 1 for small dick syndrome. And I don't want to be catching those allegations. I want my dick to be ambiguous and mysterious, please. Part of the reason I like to drive is because you can really be whoever the fuck you want. And, you know, you might be looking at me and going, that's an asshole. I found her. And to be honest, anger doesn't really get me off. Anger gets you hot, hot gets you sweaty, and sweaty's really nobody's best friend. And I never really got why people got angry while driving. It really isn't never that serious. And I think that might be my problem. I have like essentially zero attention span when it comes to driving. And you know, there's just something so eerily relaxing about operating heavy machinery. It's like the steering wheel slowly glides under the softest of touches, and the mewing click of the turn signal. I think I might have a strange relationship with my Honda Odyssey. So as I'm having these intimate moments with my car on my morning commute, I tend to like not to be interrupted. You know, I like to keep some tunes on, the lights are off. Maybe we'll have a third in the passenger seat. We're a little freaky like that. Unfortunately, our exhibitionism isn't all candy and rainbows. We do have to abide by something called the law. But like barely. It's usually your other drivers that's like really the counsel of what goes. I want to impress these Boston drivers like so bad. And I can't even defend myself because I got number 1, a Jersey license plate, and number 2, a decal that says happiness is in Hawaii. So I'm already off the bat. And you know, I can just imagine that these Boston drivers are kicking their feet and giggling when they see me turn around the corner of my minivan. And so, dude, when I get honked at, I get so fucked up. But I'm usually not like that. Usually, if there's an unlawful honk thrown my way, they're toxic, unusual, and cruel. I know my 8th Amendment right. This is Congresstown. I didn't study in 10th grade to get into a good college. I studied so I can survive out on these streets. This gets serious. I almost got into a fist fight one time, just on the way to work, which oddly makes me feel even more connected with the Boston community. So to set the scene, I'm completely minding my own business, just making sweet love, riding down Somerville Ave. And I reach to a red light, and I edge her gently to a stop. And then for some reason, this guy in the lane next to me exits his vehicle and then screams up into the sky. And cool, not my problem. If you want a Dragon Ball Z on the way to work in the morning, go ahead. None of my business. But then he makes eye contact with me. And then he goes, and I realize I'm the villain of this story. He parades over to my window and he goes, let's fight about it. About what? I literally had to turn down my music in my car and nobody silences Kesha. So I responded with a customer service smile. He didn't like that. So he then goes to pull at my car door handle. And like, whoa, I wasn't gonna get out in the first place. And now I'm definitely not getting out. But you know, at least Chivalry isn't dead. Oh, Goku, you're gonna open my door for me? Thanks. So I did what every good respecting, accosted duelist would do. And I hit on the gas. Goodbye. See you never. I'm not about to catch that smoke at 8:30 in the morning. Good luck catching up to me. My Honda Odyssey can reach 60 miles per hour sometimes on a good day. So take that. I got out with my life intact and my dignity partly intact. Better than the average Boston drive. But I do think about him occasionally at night. And one thing stuck out to me. He was driving a hoisted truck. The drama. Bro, how do you have to be that pressed in your monster mobile like that at my soccer mom car? Like, you know what gives me comfort? What do they say about people who drive big hoisted trucks again? You can say it with me. Small dick! Thank you so much.
Thank you, Holly. You know, this is my first time hosting a show, and I have to say, the button on the mic is so small. Like, I get why, so like you don't hit it accidentally, but it's so finicky. I don't know. If anyone else wants to host, let me know, because like I like hitting buttons, but this is like the least satisfying button I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, our next comedian has a lot in common with a very certain celebrity. His name is Ben. He is Jewish, he loves the news, and he is very, very popular. Give it up for Ben!
Hey everybody, just listen to how I said. I would like you all to know I drive a very small subcompact car. Hey everybody. Anybody getting stressed out about being older? Yeah. Me too, I'm about to not be a teenager anymore. Which sucks, because on a random Tuesday after co-op, I can't even drown my sorrows at the local bar. I've been feeling more and more elderly recently, which we'll check out for anyone who's been to one of my sets before. I just get up here and just rant about what I heard on CNN the night before. I was a little bit late to the social media game. When did everybody get Snapchat?
Never.
2012, good. I got mine in 2023. Along with Instagram, I was afraid I wasn't going to make any friends, so I got some virtual ones. Until then, my only form of social media was the global chat in Clash of Clans. Yeah. One thing the kids these days are telling me is that I have to get TikTok. For those of you who have not heard of it, I've been told it will fundamentally change my life for the better. as I've been told by my sources at Fox News, it's a plot by the communists to take over my brain. Which, joke's on them, I already have a Soviet Union poster in my bedroom. Did you guys know that Congress is trying to ban TikTok? Yeah, I know. So they've been running these advertisements of like these don't ban TikTok advertisements. They all follow the same formula. Without TikTok, I would never have been able to stop drunk driving. Without TikTok, I would never have realized it was morally wrong to double park on Massachusetts Avenue. Without TikTok, I would never have learned that heroin was bad for me. TikTok is one of those apps that I am deeply frightened of. I think my mistrust of the internet is genetic. It comes from my dad. My dad's greatest fear is that the Russians are going to drain all of our bank accounts. Speaking of Russians, you guys see that Vladimir Putin got his 5th term in office? Yeah, re-elected with 103% of the vote. In order to avoid foreign spies, I have put in charge a strategy with my online usage. Number 1, always use incognito mode. As you know, spies cannot handle the darkness setting. Next, we save our passwords on a piece of paper, then immediately lose it and blame it on the Kremlin. And anybody else have 3 years worth of potatoes in their basement? Yeah. Really? Okay. That was just my family. I swear we're not prepping for the apocalypse, but if it does come, we'll be ready tomorrow. My grandfather just really loves potatoes. He has 517 hills of potatoes in his yard. In his youth, he caused the 19th century potato famine. Potatoes are like a pyramid scheme. If you have a ton in your basement, you'll realize that they just kind of grow into more potatoes. And if you leave them for too long, they actually start to grow a little mustache and some arms and legs, and then there you go, call it Mr. Potato Head. Like I said, I'm getting elderly much faster than usual. I have work tomorrow. After this, I have to go check my investments and then go to bed. No. Have a good night, everybody.
Was that Ben Shapiro? Anyways, next up is just some shitty comedian. It's Holly.
I don't think this is a show where I haven't done that.
Yes.
Hi guys. So I wrote this set on the toilet. So I really hope it's not shit. So speaking of shitting, I have IBS. And if you don't know what that is, it stands for irritable bowel syndrome. And if you don't know what that is, it's exactly how it sounds. And so nothing pisses me off more than when I tell someone I have IBS and they're like, oh no, like me too, my tummy hurts all the time. I'm like, no. Your tummy hurts because for dinner last night, you ate a bag of Flaming Hot Cheetos and 4 puffs of Nick. My tummy hurts because there are 5 pounds of toxic shit building up in my large intestine begging for release. We're not the same. And so like usually I can control it pretty well. I'm on medicine, whatever. But one time I really can't control it is during sex. And it's really bad because I'll be like, you know, getting railed. And then my tummy will start to rumble and I'm like, oh no, it's coming. And like, what am I gonna do? Say, hey, can we stop for a second? I gotta poop? Like, no, that's so embarrassing. And so I start clenching. And so when you start clenching, like he starts to think that you like it, you know? So then he starts going harder and I'm like, so for the guys out there, if your girl starts clenching, she's not about to come, she's about to shit on your dick. Anyway, that's really like the only time that sex is hard for me. I've realized being a straight woman that sex with men is really fucking easy. For example, does anyone know like what boppets are? Okay. I would compare sex with men like a bop it, you know? If you like bop it, twist it, pull it, you win. But with girls it's kind of complicated. I mean, we're like Monopoly. You know, like everyone says they know how to play, no one really does. And then like it takes so long anyway that no one finishes. So so last weekend was St. Patrick's Day. It was my first in Boston. And I could tell you that I had a really good time, but I don't remember anything between Thursday and Sunday. However, I do remember that I started my weekend with $300 in my bank account, and I ended it with $10.89. Half of which went to alcohol, and the other half of which went to my Uber driver, Mohammed, after said alcohol was violently ejected from my body into the backseat of his white Ford Escape. Yeah. Anyway, but on a happier note, daylight savings is back. Which means for me that my seasonal depression just goes back to normal depression. So I've been on antidepressants now for like 8 months. And I really hate it. Because I feel like I have no emotions at all except for anger. So like when someone does something that pisses me off even a little bit, I just get super angry and I want to kill them, but at least it's not myself anymore, so it's fine. Yeah, so I like to think for a girl my age, I'm pretty reasonable. You know, like being I don't know you! I feel like being delusional is kind of like a trend now. Everyone's like, oh, I'm so delusional, whatever. But I got all my delusions out at a very early age. And I would like to say that's because I read a lot of Wattpad. Which explains but doesn't justify why I, at 10 years old, did a full body shave for the One Direction concert. Like, I really thought Harry Styles was gonna see me and want to fuck me immediately. And so I thought he would come out on the stage and he would look up at the 300th row and he'd make eye contact with me and he'd be like, "Oi! That underage girl with the side part and the extremely soft legs! I want you!" That didn't happen. And so, yeah. Usually I have a lot more sex jokes, but I like to take my sex jokes from personal experience of being a slut. My mom says that. But I actually gave up sex for Lent. I'm not Catholic, just no one wants to fuck me. Okay, bye.
Yeah, no, I gave up sex for Lent too. It was super hard, like just all the dick and like I just can't chase people away. So it was really. Also, I'm Jewish, so it was really, really easy. Our next comedian is probably the straightest person I've ever met. It is Annie.
Yeah.
One never lies. I just want to get this off my chest. Like, I feel like you guys would understand. You know those dreams where, like, your partner cheats on you, and then you wake up and you're so mad at them even though it didn't really happen? Okay, you guys know those dreams. I had one of those the other day, but instead of cheating on me, in my dream, my girlfriend did improv without me. I woke up so mad. I did not want to talk to her. She was like, "Do you sleep well?" And I was like, "Yes, and?" Anyway, raise your hand if you're a morally good person.
Yes.
Cool. None of you, great. Good to know. Put it down if you've ever been a camp counselor, like the one of you in the room. If you haven't, just put it down, you've done something. So camp counselors like a crazy job. Like, they pay children to lie to other slightly younger children and also like keep them alive. Camp itself is a crazy concept. It's like my first cult experience. My camp, we had this tradition when they wanted us to be quiet, they'd hold up a plate and walk around the dining hall, and we'd all chant, "The plate is up, the plate is up. Would everybody please shut up, be quiet." Imagine doing that at like a frat party. Just like, "The Borg is up, the Borg is up." In elementary school, we had a gymnastics unit in gym class. I was a competitive gymnast, and so I lived for this. The other kids in my class did not, and our final project was a cartwheel. I'm not kidding. So I saw an opportunity here. Business majors, write this down. I saw an opportunity. I saw a gap in the market, an urgent need for cartwheel training. So I did what any smart 9-year-old kid would do. I started a business. I would wait behind the playground. Kid would come up. I'd be like, "You here for a lesson?" They'd hand over 2 tie-dye silly bands. I know my worth. And then I'd teach them to do a cartwheel. Now, this kept going. Business was booming. I had so many silly bands that my hands turned purple. So, like the good lesbian that I am, I started keeping them on a carabiner on my pants. And I wore them there for all of 3rd grade. And this kept going until some 1st grader who didn't appreciate small businesses ratted me out. Rude. So I realized that I needed more support, emotionally. So I started delving into the world of emotional support Google Chrome tabs. Like the 75 tabs that you keep open just in case you're gonna need them. Yeah, okay, you all need support, clearly. Every one of them is like a different emotional breakdown in a tab. There's is my hip hurting because it's a rare disease, or is my carabiner too heavy? Or Voice Kids Australia 2013 winner. If I ever need that, I have it handy. Once I figure out which one of the tabs it's in, it's over for all of you. Yeah, I have 2 nephews, and so the older one, he's 3, but watching my parents with my nephews is kind of like watching a How It's Made video, but of my emotional trauma. Parenting happens when you're a kid for a reason. I'm not supposed to see that. Anyway, my older nephew, my dad was telling our dog not to be nervous, and he lost it. He was like, "Grandpa, you can't just tell someone who's nervous not to be nervous." It was like reading a 1-sentence solution for a problem that I spent 21 years and a whole lot of therapy trying to solve. That's why I Googled 3-year-old therapists in my area. I was also Googling this and I couldn't find an answer, so I'm wondering, why do we say head over heels? Isn't that not just the default? I'm standing here and my head is over my heels. That's like being like, "Babe, I love you so much, I'm this crazy about you." Also, no shame if you're into feet, but I feel like most of us would choose head over heels. Anyway, got a sex joke in there, that's my time.
Thank you, Annie. Now, our next comedian is a very special comedian. He's actually cooked dinner for me last night, and he made an exquisite octopus oatmeal. It's Joey!
That's right, people. I do stand-up and improv. If I master 2 more elements, I become the avatar of unfuckable qualities. How was everyone's break? Alright, enough. Mine kinda sucked. I had one friend from home who was on break at the same time, and then he got COVID in 2024, which honestly, embarrassing, if you ask me. It's been 4 years, dude, figure it out. But before he got COVID, we went and saw Dune Part 2. We got any Dune heads in the crowd? Tom, I'm looking at you. Yeah, dude, that movie fucking rocked, don't get me wrong, thought it was amazing. Also, one of the silliest movies I've ever seen. It takes itself so seriously and makes for some very funny moments in hindsight. For example, old Timmy C, as our friends call him, Timothy Chalamet to you laymen. He's great in the movie as Paul, which is already funny because his name is Paul. But he spends the first half of the movie delivering every line like he's doing boyfriend ASMR. Just saying shit like, "Zendaya, baby, I love you so much. Now I'm gonna go ride that big worm." And then midway through, he drinks some worm juice that just looks exactly like blue Kool-Aid. And suddenly he's screaming every line, talking about how he knows everything. He takes his Smirnoff Ice, red, white, and berry, and is just suddenly, "I'm Jesus!" And then is asking Florence Pugh to marry him, which is honestly the most relatable thing I've ever seen on a screen, so props to Dune Part 2. Other than Timmy C, Austin Butler's in it, as a man who I can't remember the name of, so for the sake of brevity, he will be referred to as Elvis. So Elvis is from a planet of just the grossest looking people you've ever seen. Everyone on that planet is bald and pale and just looks disgusting. But something must have went wrong when doing Austin Butler's makeup, because Elvis looks like if the Pillsbury Doughboy started mewing. Yeah. There's a part in the movie where Mr. Mewsbury Doughboy gets a promotion at his job, and his uncle, who's like the king, is just so proud of him that he just takes Elvis's head so softly and just right on the lips. Uncle and nephew and then naturally, Elvis, he's so happy about this that he looks up at his uncle, just grabs him by the face and just real aggressively. It'd be honestly hot if they weren't related. And I was talking to my brother-in-law about this afterwards. Not only is that not in the book, he's read it, I haven't. I'm not a nerd. I just do stand-up and improv. That wasn't in the script. Austin Butler read that script and thought, you know what this scene could use? Some good old Alabama action. And then on the day of, he got a big kiss from his uncle and he said, "One's not enough, big boy. Get over here," and just laid one right there. Oh my God. But other than that, great movie. Over break, other than watching the movie, I spent most of it with my niece. Her name's Ruby. I love her a lot. Kind of a little shit though. In the same way though, she's 3. Like, all 3-year-olds are like kind of little shits, you know what I mean? Like, when I got home, super excited to see me, ran up to me, gave me a big hug, and was like, Joey, gotta show you something. And I'm like, okay. So she brings me to the storage room, and in the storage room, I have a bunch of my old Lego sets there. And one of them is like the Lego Friends set, the sitcom, not the theme directed at girls. I'm a boy. And for context, it looks like somebody just took their arm and just swept across it like a wave in the ocean. So she takes me there and she says, "Joey, it's your Lego." And I say, "Yeah." And then she says, "It's broken." And I say, "Yeah." I broke it. And then she just starts laughing at me. She thought this was the best joke of all time. She was rolling on the floor. And honestly, she kind of got me. It was in fact broken. She did in fact do it. And there was nothing I could do about it. And I'm gonna have to make an amendum real quick, thinking about this story and the amount of Lego I own. I think there's only one more element I need to master before I finally become the avatar of unfuckable qualities and beat the Fire Lord. Thank you, everyone. Wait, I'm not done yet. Oops, I'm not done yet. Because next up, we have a very special announcement from the president of TNR.
That's right, bitches, I'm back. With stand-up this time. I love you too. You know, we have a funny bit. He says that every single show, and then I say it back every single show. So, I'm gonna open with a really strong one. I went to the grocery store the other day. Jesus was there. Holy guacamole! Wow, I can't believe that's what gets me claps. 2 handles, 1 wheel, and a middle-aged man going 12 miles per hour. What is that? A Segway, and so is this, so prepare yourself. So, for those of you that don't know, idioms are sayings where words are used in a really weird way. So, like, if I were to say, "It's raining cats and dogs," of course I don't literally mean it's raining cats and dogs, right? Like, it's an idiom. Like, how the hell would that even happen? But I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Don't spoil the joke, guys, come on. So, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I challenged myself to make a joke using only idioms. I think it's gonna be a piece of cake. Now, for a little bit, I was a little tongue-tied. I kind of wanted to throw the towel in, but guys, I really think I'm about to turn over a new leaf. Did you hear about the pet store on the 23rd floor that exploded? It was raining cats and dogs. Night pillows are kind of slept on. So, being in the civil engineering department, there's some civil engineering people here, they're all nerds, don't worry. But it's a stressful major. We have some rough times, but we have great faculty that support us, and they have a piece of advice they like to give out to us when we're going through it. Really, it's a question that they give us to ask ourselves. How are diamonds made? Some of you know where this is going. So, how diamonds are actually made is you get like a really shitty piece of coal with no college degree. And you just apply a ton of pressure, like you really compress it, it's under a ton of stress, and you keep doing that until eventually the piece of coal wants to kill itself. Until eventually the piece of coal turns into a diamond with a college degree. And, my longest and most stable relationship has been with Minecraft. Now, those gamers of you in the audience will know that there's not really that much you can do in Minecraft with one diamond, right? Like, if I'm a diamond, right, I could probably crawl into a wooden crate, right? And then I guess I'd be like a jukebox. That is how theater majors are made, I swear to God. But you really can't do one with one alone. But I'm very lucky, I'm not alone in the department. I have some amazing peers and friends that are always there to support me and to help me be something better than myself. And so they teach me every day that you may not be able to do much with one diamond, but two diamonds make a hoe. Thank you, everybody. Please. We have in TNR, we have stand-up shows, we do games, writing, podcasting, a ton of really fun stuff, and we have meetings. Thursdays, 311 Hall, 6:30 p.m. Our next show is April 7th at 8 p.m. right here, so it's very soon. It's going to be even more amazing than this one, so definitely come. Also, if you are feeling generous, you can scan the QR code real quick and give us some money because we're very greedy people. So up to you, but I will give you a kiss on the mouth if you donate to us. Anyway, anybody from No Jokes want to do a quick plug? Sure. We have a slide for you guys if you wanna run up here.
And I just scream usually. And No Jokes Improv, we also have stuff if you're interested in trying it out and would like to join us. I did not put a QR code up there for money because I didn't think that far ahead, but somebody will also give you a kiss on the lips if you want it. We also have a show coming up very soon. It's Thursday night, April 4th. It's going to be right on this stage at 8 p.m. We have another one right after that on the 18th. That's not correct. The 18th at 8 p.m. Those are our last two shows of this semester. So if you want to see this group that you saw on stage today, make sure you come back to those two. If you're interested in learning improv and you already are at the stand-up at the TNR stuff on Thursdays, right after that, you can come on over to our open jams, and we are welcome to anybody who wants to try out improv for the first time, or if you've done it before. We have it every Thursday night in East Village, and there's a couple coaching sessions on the weekends coming up, so let us know. You can follow us on our social medias for a lot more information. Thank you guys so much. We had so much fun coming. That was great.
Thank you, that was awesome.
Thank you.